out of time. Patience in his independent hoe.
Over here empty your pockets. I don't do that. In my prison, you do what I tell you. Get over here. Who's going to get this?
One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. One in the hand, one in the bag, bubbling. Look at the cash, look at.
All right, Coach, we welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the New York Giants. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, that return gives them a golden opportunity to go out in front. How will the defense respond after giving up that type of a return?
Let's go, let's go. Lucy.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On 2nd down, Elliott. And he'll get it down here to the 43. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. A tough run by Ezekiel Elliott, the 4th overall pick in the 2016 draft.
If you watch tape of him in college, you saw plenty of those runs because I know the highlights showed him in the open field breaking away from people, but that's how he wore down defenses, those exact type of runs.
So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
11B.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty is going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
After the penalty, it's Elliott. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Pernell McPhee in there on the stop.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. Now Elliott. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
He's going to get it running right. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now Gostkowski will come on to try a field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a nice drive on the road. You come in, you take the ball down, you get 3 points.
Yeah, points are a must on an opening drive, right? So they moved it down efficiently, got it done. I think that bodes well for their chances moving forward in this one.
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Going up top. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
Ohio! Flex round!
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Lewis.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. They'll pitch it out to Elliott. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down.
Let's go.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Third and 11, and some extra depth to the secondary here. They're in the dime. Shotgun now for Bortles. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. On the left side, a catch by White. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Here we go! Grand 38! Grand 38! Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
He'll drop to throw to Barkley on the check down. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks. They're going to look to throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when, and he told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now back to throw. And that's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Let's go! White 90! White 90!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. To Shepard, complete over the middle. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a first down as well. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
They'll set up a throw. Open man right side is Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A good pickup there, a 22.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They'll drop to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Back to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Hey, let's go. Trip left, trip left.
They start on the ground with Elliott. And an alley to run. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Sunday.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Off the corner. Where'd he come from? Well, I guess he came off the corner, but really nice play.
I like when you're able to pose a question and answer it at the same time. That's exactly where he came from, but it's not something that you normally see. Most of the time, we're thinking about those guys covering pass catchers. In this case, he was a big factor in the run game. No gain.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Lucy.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Got an open man, it's Michael Gallup. And now the ball's out, fumble near midfield. And the Giants have it, it's picked up. And they take over, they'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball, You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38. Ohio. Ohio. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round. Flex round.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Ohio.
They'll look to throw here. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lewis. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls and you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So right. Move. 73.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. That's Rodriguez. And down he'll go at the 25. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Here we go.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Move. Hey, 54, Ricky. 11.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Well, from what we've seen thus far, this is not a formula for winning football. When you have more turnovers than points scored, that's a tough way to try and win a game.
Ohio. Flex round.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. They'll set up to throw. And a big loss falls here as he's taken down. And now the Cowboys are going to call another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! 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 Ohio!
Back to throw here. Caught left side. It's Beckham. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a fourth down.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And, Charles, when you start talking about NFL kickers that have hit from 62 or further, it's a pretty short list, isn't it?
That it is, but how about the trust by a head coach to even let your kicker try from that range? That's really showing a lot of faith that he can get the job done.
Yeah, faith and guts. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Looking deep downfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Big Sheldon Rankins there to bring him down. Clock rolling as the Giants will hurry to the line. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Anthony Brown. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Wait a second, they did not accept that after the incompletion. Your look is just as puzzled as mine.
I got nothing for you here. You have to take that penalty, don't you?
It's free yards. Throwing on first down is Bortles. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. How fun will it be to watch Barkley and Elliott go at it twice a year? Here's 1st and 10.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's White. And he takes this down deep on the Cowboys side of the field. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
372. Move. Lucy.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He finds his man complete. It's Rodriguez. So there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
He finds his target, Beckham. 23 yards on the play. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Looking to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. There he goes right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. Now back to throw. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Trying to defend a drag route is really tough because you don't want to jump a route that's shorter or underneath as the drag route is too quickly, because oftentimes they want to run that route and then hit over the top of you for bigger yardage. So if you can chip off the timing of the receiver off the line of scrimmage so he can't actually get into the route, that's the best way to defend it. But there was no possibility of that on that play. End result, receiver won in a big way.
No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Oh, yeah, good surge defensively. Sometimes you can just tell by the way a quarterback lines his feet up behind center. He's going to try and sneak it in, and they catch him here and stop him for no gain.
Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. PAT up and good by Rosas. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this 3rd quarter as the kick's away. So a very short kicker. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at him with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
On first down, Bortles. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. A first down carry by Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. There to stop him on the defensive side, Lorenzo Carter.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Bortles escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. And that one results in 35 yards. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Now, that was a good job by the defense swarming to the football. And you know it's no cinch that you're going to be able to get the ball into the end zone against them. They're number 2 against the run. So what's an offensive coordinator to do? Check your playlist.
He's going to get it running right. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
This is 3rd and goal. And this Giants defense, they have withstood the test thus far. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was a statement stop right there. Now it forces the opposing head coach to answer this question. What do you do on 4th down?
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now out come the Giants. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing, because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Ohio! Flex round! Flex round!
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good pickup there at 22. So again from the 39, this time from the other side of the field. Here's 1st and 10.
Flex round! Ohio!
Back to throw now on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for them.
Back to throw. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. That one goes for 24 yards. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one, because holding them down was paramount. They could get it done, but guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Nice job defensively to hold them to 4, and now it's 2nd and goal.
Flex round! Flex round!
They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Now let's go. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, 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 gone.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. So a big one coming now for Aldrick Rosas from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the kick by Rosas is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take breaks when you can get them. Not easily done.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
11.
On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped with the contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about
that.
Super toe.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
Let's go! Brand 38! Brand 38!
They'll set up a throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Forced out to his left. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Come on, let's go. 190. 190.
They'll drop the throw to Barkley on the check down. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
He'll look to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now, that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And Rosas puts this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
And out now come the Cowboys. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
72.
Bortles now on 1st down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here we go. Grand 38. Grand 38.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That is incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Ohio. Come on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jalen Smith in there to get him. And that's sack number 6 for him on the year.
Ohio. Flex round.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time is under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeMarcus Lawrence in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And this will be covered up. Pretty good result. It'll be down at the 14-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That's on the Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin. Back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Janoris Jenkins. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Cowboys offense heads back onto the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is it.
Now Bortles. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll be 3rd down. Bortles to throw. Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Lucy. It's all right, it's all right.
Now Bortles, got to have this one. That's to his running back, complete. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. On the NFL scoreboard, they're in the 4th quarter in Philadelphia, and the Ravens have taken the lead there late. If they can hold on, the win would be number 8 for them on the campaign. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective.
And he's got his man, Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Beckham, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants add on to their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The offense for the Cowboys now working their way back onto the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. And that one's incomplete. 3 seconds left, and barring a penalty, this next play should be our last.
380. 380. 380.
One final try now for Bortles. And that will be incomplete. As time